Seriously, when do I ever ask you for anything? I'm gonna be Jocelyn's godmother. I need somebody in that church who is not gonna think about that and snicker.
I don't think I'm up for it.
I know, but it's gonna be a Spencer event, and maybe being around family will cheer you up. And don't worry, Nicholas is not gonna be there, and Elizabeth would not dare show her treacherous face.
I'm sorry, Lulu. Can't help you out right now.
Okay, I was really hoping I wasn't gonna have to beg, but I will do it. Please, please, seriously, Lucky, I really, really, really need you at that christening.
Why does this mean so much to you?
I just have a bad feeling.
We do this my way, okay? I'm the one who risks his ass every day, the one whose job put his mother through 30 kinds of hell. I set this in motion, I say how it ends. Don't arrest Sonny until after the christening.
I think it's a mistake, Dante. No kingpin is as slippery or as smart as Sonny Corinthos. And why give him the benefit of any extra time at all?
This isn't negotiable.
Fine. Your way. Just make sure Sonny's positioned. And the minute he gets out of the service, you move in. An entire squad will be there to back you up. Unless you plan on using the christening to warn him what's coming.
It's only natural that you'd be a little nervous. Large Port Charles gatherings rarely end well. I mean, consider Carly's guest list. You've got Spencer/Jack screw-ups and wild cards on one side, including a member of the PCPD, and Sonny and his merry band of mobsters on the other. I mean, the potential for disaster is astronomical.
So does that mean that you're gonna go or not? I mean, you already accepted Carly's invitation.
I was pretty wasted at the time. I mean, I barely even remember being invited, and telling Carly, agreeing to go was just this lead into telling her that Nicholas and Elizabeth would probably be too busy getting naked to make it. Did you hear that? I'm sorry. I'm like walking negativity right now. It's not what today is about.
Could you just step outside of yourself for one afternoon and do this for me? I really need you.
What are you not telling me?
It's what you said. I mean, there's gonna be so many landmines to tiptoe over at this church. Michael hates Dominic. Jax hates Sonny just about as much as Sonny hates him. And if I remember my Port Charles history correctly, Carly and the Quartermains at a christening is not a good mix. Besides, when are you gonna see your sister step up as a moral compass for someone? Please, Lucky, just be my backup.
You honestly think I'd blow Sonny's arrest this late in the game?
I'm thinking that you worry me, Detective. I'm thinking you got way too close to the target. I'm thinking that maybe you're stalling just long enough for one of Sonny's moles to warn Sonny what's coming down.
Okay, maybe you could stop short of insulting me.
You can't blame me for doubting. Whether you realize it or not, Dante, you have changed over the course of this investigation. When we first started, you were driven, chomping at the bit to bring Sonny down. You were motivated, determined to make him pay for Lieutenant Paletti.
I still am. That is a wound that has never healed. Okay, but Sonny is a father too, and if you take him away from his kids, gangster that he is, they are still going to be hurt by this. They are good kids, Ronnie. Carly's a good woman. They deserve one last good moment.
Oh, I see. So you're only concerned with the peripheral people. Sonny's plight doesn't bother you one bit. The break you're given is for Sonny. You like him. And you want him to have one more happy moment before we haul his ass off to prison.
So what? Is that so bad?
Yeah, it becomes bad if it gives him time to slip away. Or even worse, time to figure out your part in all this. Who's to say he already hasn't?
You look...
You look beautiful.
You always say that.
Yeah, it's always true. What is that I see under the lovely surface, though? You got a nasty case of the nerves?
More like a truckload. Don't pretend that you're not on edge, too.
I know. You have good reason to. Look, if you're having second thoughts of standing by your man, they're allowed.
No, I just want this day to be over.
Me too.
So I'm gonna go to the Haunted Star and try to convince my dad to come to the christening, so I'll see you at the church.
Okay.
Bye.
Lulu.
Man, it doesn't negate all the good you've done for Lucky through the years and all the love you've given him.
I'm not quite sure what to say.
Dad, I need to ask you a favor. What are you doing talking to this lying piece of trash?
So, why the sudden urge to see me, Ma? Aren't you going to the christening?
Of course I am. There's another occasion that I have to pretend you're not my baby.
Oh, I'm not your baby. I'm your son. Subtle difference, but some of us get it.
Our mother gets to wax sentimental on a day like this. I get to remember your christening. You and me standing up there on that altar in front of God and every falconary known to man. 16-year-old fallen woman promising to protect your precious little soul.
You kept that promise, Ma. Always. I love you. Pirelli.
It's me.
I need you to come here. Something's come up.
Now?
Yeah, I think that's what I said.
Okay, I'm on my way. Guess I'll be going late to the christening. Sonny needs me at the house right away.
Well, did he say anything about what it was about?
No, just that it couldn't wait.
Maybe that was what he was so tense about earlier.
What do you mean?
Well, I stopped by there to tell him to be considerate about what this day meant to Carly and Jax. You know, I know him. And he tried to play it off like it was nothing, but there was something in his eyes. You know, I could see that he's sitting on something, but he wasn't going to share it with me.
Made it very clear what you think of me. I'm not going to subject your dad to the inevitable encore. Thank you, Lou, for your compassion. It's more than I deserve.
You got that right. Compassion? You're actually nice to that skank?
Oh, come on, Lulu. This wasn't a solo act. Where's your righteous indignation for Nicholas?
Well, I'm mad at him too, but this is Elizabeth's fault. She needed Lucky for security and to be a father to her kids, and she needed Nicholas to turn her on in bed. That's disgusting. I don't see how you're not so pissed off you can't even see it.
Because it doesn't do any good. I mean, what's the point? Yeah, it's a bad situation. It's damn ugly. But it's for Lucky and Elizabeth to figure out. And the rest of us throwing in our hostility and our judgment is not going to help. Because the thing about judgment, Cupcake, is it's a boomerang. And sooner or later, it comes right back and smacks you in the face.
What's up with the no guards?
Can you close the door? I just told him to go ahead and go to the church. Jason's paranoid about something messing up this day for Jocelyn and Carly. If you can imagine that. That's why I want you to take the assignment.
The mystery assignment. What is it exactly?
I'm sending out a shipment. It's going to come through the pass down Harborview Road right before you hit Route 11. Okay? I need to make sure that nobody's up there is going to try to rip me off, and you have good instincts for the unexpected attacks. If you leave now, you can make it by nightfall.
And by nightfall, I'll be dead.